Let's do it, my friends. Welcome back to None of the Above. Mike Tyson is many things: boxing phenom, entrepreneur, Phil Collins super fan, at least in The Hangover, podcaster, and now cannabis connoisseur. The heavyweight champ launching a new cannabis company dubbed Tyson 2.0. It will provide retailers and multi-state operators with a suite of products, including full-spectrum cannabis flower, concentrates, and consumables. Mike Tyson, for his part, has not been shy about the impact that cannabis and psychedelics have had, he says, on his mental and physical health. After the 2018 launch of Tyson Ranch, a 40-acre cannabis ranch in the great state of California, Iron Mike began a podcast called Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. He interviews athletes, celebrities, comedians, all while puff passing on his favorite cannabis products. The podcast has over 40 million listens. Join us now is truly the one and only Mike Tyson, Chief Brand Officer of Tyson 2.0, as well as Chad Bronstein, Chairman of Tyson 2.0. My special thanks to both of you guys for being here. Mike Tyson, I guess I'll start with you. You started.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. It's great to have you. Longtime fan. So
Thank you.
You got into the cannabis industry. It's been quite some time. It's been several years for you. Listen, I feel like if you're Mike Tyson, you could do whatever you want in the world. You could get into any space. This is really important to you. What made you want to launch your own company and stay focused in the cannabis space at this time?
Well, I thought it was a no-brainer. And I thought about the success I had with my mental health with cannabis and psychedelics. Because listen, you have to really think about it. Before I started using cannabis, I was always locked up. I always had lawsuits. I'm hitting people. I'm fighting. I'm really losing my mind, right? And I started smoking, and everything changed. I got a little heavy. I gained a lot of weight after that. But then again, I got introduced to some psychedelics, namely the toad, and it changed my whole life. And I started competing again.
The toad, absolutely. Chad, what can we expect from the brand? And thank you for being here as well. And congratulations on your own success here, Chad. What can we expect? Talk to us about products, availability. What sort of brand and messaging do you want people to associate with the brand?
I mean, I think, like you said in your introduction of Mike, Mike is a legend himself, and he's been a big advocate of cannabis. And so, it's helped him out, and he's also been an advocate of psychedelics. So we're excited. We're going to have national coverage with this brand. We partnered with Columbia Care, which is one of the oldest and most scaled MSOs, which gives us national coverage. And we're going to have all different types of products in market. We're going to be doing exclusive drops coming November and December, just small drops. And then in January, we're going to go national scale. So you'll see us in multiple states. And even as you saw with New York coming on board and saw Columbia Care's announcement, well, obviously you can expect us to have a large footprint in New York as when we see rec and the dispensary starting to come up.
Mike, I've interviewed several former NFLers. There's a lot of current athletes, former athletes, and they become very public proponents, real big advocates of the marijuana space, whether it's physical health. I mean, especially for guys that play a sport like boxing or football, their bodies take a huge beating over the years and week to week, like you have certainly. And they sit there and they say, listen, the rules and regulations need to no longer apply. We need to reshape the conversation. Mike, what would you most want people to know about the relationship between marijuana and athletes, especially as it pertains to either mental health or really feeling physically better in their bodies after they do go through so much?
I just think psychedelics and cannabis got a bad rap from the beginning. And the help that it's doing to so many people is just, how could you not be involved? I would look at myself. I just can't be somebody that just not believing this. I'm a true believer, I'm testimony right now because I went through the test.
Mike, I'm curious, to any degree you're comfortable sharing, remind me at what point in your career you first sort of got into cannabis, and was there someone else? Was there a colleague, a friend, a fellow boxer that said, hey, I really got something that you should consider?
No, I did marijuana all my life. I just stopped when I turned professional boxing. When I became a professional boxer, I stopped. But I continued to drink though. And I was just a wreck. I was just a mess. And I haven't drinking, 5 or 6 years. I've been drug-free, haven't did my cocaine. I haven't been none of that crazy stuff that I thought was the highlight of my life. I'm not involved in it anymore. And I think that has to do with a large participation in cannabis and psychedelics.
Well, congratulations on that personal journey, Mike. I really mean it, and the way you talk about it is very sincere. So thank you for sharing that. Chad, listen, there's a lot of celebrities in the cannabis space. I feel like, every few weeks you got new headlines, someone's getting involved. What do you think, Chad, most separates Tyson 2.0 from the field? What would you want people to know about what you and Mike are doing that sets you apart?
Yeah, I think what Mike and I talk about all the time is the team, right? I'm the founder of a large technology company in cannabis, and we've seen a lot of brands in the space, pretty much every one of them. And with Mike, we work together on Wisana in the psychedelics capacity, and he's been a very big advisor to us there. And I think that, for us as a brand, it's going to be our product, it's our partnerships, it's our team. We hired a CEO named Adam Wilkes, who has several years of operating and being running cannabis companies. And I think, Mike, as an advocate and a spokesperson, people know what to expect when they're going to go buy our products. And I think people will have a clear indication of why our products are the way they are. And a lot of it's going to be, Mike struggles with sleep, right? So you'll have edibles that will be focused on being able to, helping people sleep. There's going to be a lot of different aspects to our brand. And so you'll see more and more of us talking about that. But I just think it's also Mike. Mike's very active with us. He shows up. He wants to be a part of it. I think I'm not going to offend any celebrities, but Mike is a legend, and he literally was with us in MJ BizCon last week, which is the biggest cannabis conference, and he's going meeting to meeting. I think that's just, he's very active. And so I think if you're going to do a brand with someone,
this is what I want to do. I want to do this for the rest of my life. This, what I'm doing now. Universal consciousness, so to speak, I guess.
Yeah. Mike, it seems like you really appreciate helping, or do you find yourself changing hearts and minds of people out there? Listen, cannabis is growing in popularity. Polling shows the majority of Americans support some pathway of legalization, either for medicinal or recreational purposes. The conversation has changed in the world of marijuana so drastically, even in just the last decade. I mean, do you like that process of helping encourage people along in their own understanding?
Well, in order for me to encourage somebody, they encourage me. The people encourage me. You think I got the navigational idea to think about this is going to be a good idea? No, the people encourage me to do this and go on this journey.
Mike, can you talk to me about to any degree you're comfortable, again, what are your favorite products to use? What are some of the things you find yourself kind of going to day to day?
I'm a total flower guy. I enjoy smoking. I like the idea of my hand and mouth working like this with the cigarette.
Yeah. Are you a vape fan as well? Because you can still kind of do that with vapes. No, you stick with flower. You stick with bud.
Flower, only flower.
And no edibles there as well. Okay.
Edibles
Chad,
are dangerous, so I stay away from them.
Oh, okay. Well, I do have to ask. A lot of people have a bad experience with edibles. Was there ever anything like that, Mike Tyson?
Yes, I had
sometimes,
a real bad
what they say.
Bad experience. I just ate too much, and it didn't respond in the right time. So 2 hours later, it hit me, and I was in a place I shouldn't have been. It was just really bad. It was really bad.
Of course. Of course. That so many people have a story like that with regards to edibles, and so I know what you're saying there. Mike, if I can ask one slightly unrelated question, there's been a lot of headlines with regards to seeing you back in the ring, a celebrity match, rumors, headlines, you a Logan Paul type of thing. Is anything like that in the works?
Well, listen, the sky's the limit as far as that's concerned. And whatever we do is going to always be a conglomerate, and we're going to just make the best out of it. Everything is really done out of love. Our whole establishment couldn't be successful without love.
Well, I count myself among many people who say I can't wait to try these products. I mean it, and I wish you both the best of the absolute most of success here. And Mike, thanks for sharing so much of your story here, and I really appreciate both of you taking the time. Of course, Chad Bronstein is chairman of Tyson 2.0, and of course,
there's always an open door for you to come join us, though, and smoke with us.
Oh my goodness! Hey, honestly, I'd love to come out to California, see the ranch. Maybe we could do a special show with you out there as you continue to ramp up the line.
There's no ranch. There's only 2.0.
There's no ranch anymore. Yeah.
Oh, just 2.0. Okay, got it. Thank you for the clarification. Well, hey, we'd love to link up. We'll continue our programming with it. And you both are welcome on the time. That's Chad Bronstein,
really nice
chairman of Tyson.
with you.
Yeah, I know. It's awesome to have both of you again, Mike. Been a big fan since I was a young kid. And, of course, the one and only Mike Tyson, Chief Brand Officer of Tyson 2.0. That's how we roll here on None of the Above. Iron Mike on the show. Great to have both you guys.